Alright, so today we are currently on a BBS Simulator because we got more Resurrection news. For those that aren't up to date, because the anime is currently ongoing, that means we're getting a Resurrection batch every month of 1000-year Blood War characters. For the month of August, we have Nemo, Mayuri, and Tosha's Resurrections. We're about to check out what they did receive just now. And that therefore means next month we should be getting Ichibei, Owetsu, and also Orohime's Resurrection. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, I must say. That said though, I am pretty excited for this batch. These three characters were actually pretty exciting when they first initially released, especially Nemu. She was my first max transcended character and one of my go-to characters for a very long time. So one can hope here they all pick up good resurrections, right? Although I have no idea what these characters can get or will they pick up because they already have 7 skills. Because we're at the point now where characters started to get Berserker and also Frenzy +1. For those that have been playing this game for a while, if you were given Frenzy, you were rarely ever given any extra damage multipliers. The game has gotten quite crazy in terms of the skill upgrades as we've gone by throughout the years, but this was around the first banner, as you can see with Tosha, where he got Frenzy +1 and he got the 20% Berserker. And because of that, the character itself already has 8 skills. So even though 1000-year Blood War characters get special treatment here, he might only pick up 1 new skill with his innate skill. So I'm not gonna lie, I would actually like to see these characters pick up 2 innate skills if possible, because I would love to see the character get more than just 1 skill upgrade, even though they already have 8, right? But let's have a closer look at the character itself. In this case, Tosha is a strong attack recharge soul trait. What we do know when it comes to 1000-year Blood War resurrections is that they're gonna get some good soul traits. If they don't, it's probably because we just got another good one in that particular attribute. In this case, last month we got Aizen's resurrection, right? And he's strong attack recharge and also full stamina. So maybe they're going to go down a different route with this particular Toshiro. Maybe give him last ditch or something because he quite frankly is a zombie here. If they don't want to, they could just go with the simple strong attack damage, or if they really want to, go with full stamina damage once more. Those are the 3 soldiers I think he's going to pick up, and most likely is going to pick up. Although personally, again, I wouldn't mind Last Ditch. I personally still use some of those links every now and then when I'm autoing harder content like co-op, and I could always go for some more recharge and also Last Ditch survival. Plus, Mind has access to quite a bit of recharge and sad links, even full stamina at this point. When it comes to his skills though, as already mentioned, he already has 8 skills here. So usually that 8th skill would be 20% Berserker. He's already got it. It would be nice though, I will say, if they can actually increase that Berserker value to maybe 40%. Because he does have 8 skills here, therefore he's not picking up a new skill. He could pick up a new innate skill. That's definitely guaranteed here. But just because he's already capped out doesn't mean they can't, increase that Berserker value just to add a little more damage output on this particular character. With that said though, when it comes to the innate skill that he should pick up, hopefully 2, but he's most likely going to pick up Havoc plus 20%, and it's going to be a simple but nice needed upgrade, right? More range and hopefully more damage. Let's have a look though, right? And shout out to Hiken for this DATAMINED image. So scrolling down, what can we see? He did pick up the 20% more Havoc. You'd love to see it. And he also got the good soul trait, very similar to Mugetsu. It's better than just getting strong attack damage plus 16%. It's an extra 4%, 20% overall strong attack damage if you are at full stamina. That's also really good. And when it comes to it, he got the SP boost. Wait, what? What is going on with these resurrections? Hold on. Hold on. What did he lose? Did he get a new skill? There are 9 skills. Oh my god. Ayo. That's gas. It is 50% though. Keep that in mind. It's not 80%. Have we seen this before? I feel like we have. I generally can't remember. I feel like we've seen 50% before. Now, you know what it is? It was damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment. That's 100%. Resurrection characters, although they should technically get higher to be fair, because they are worse, get less. And that was Kisuke picking up 50%. But we're already getting the SP boost on characters like this. That is insane. That is actually insane. This is a pretty big damage increase, I must say. If you want to use him, you can, because he got a 20%. He has a 40% Berserker with the SP boost. I mean, compared to characters maybe last year, that's kind of similar to a certain extent. He is lacking guard break compared to some of the newer characters, but he is having the benefit here of being a meaty Aranka killer, so he technically doesn't even need guard break. This is quite good. No increased chance to inflict stasmens though, that's something to keep in mind. But I mean, this is a good resurrection. This is generally, once more, another good resurrection. Caleb are doing, I don't know what happened with Caleb, generally. The last, month of resurrections have been absolutely insane. I don't know that this isn't going to make him, #1 best character in the game, of course. Not even top 10 minds. But this makes him significantly more usable, and that's what you want to see when it comes to resurrection characters. Once more, very good damage increase with the 50% SP boost, an additional 20% strong attack damage when you are at full stamina, and he also got the 20% more range. And his SA3 is actually really good. His kit in general is actually quite decent. So with that added range now, that's going to be quite fun to play with him, I'm not going to lie. And even if you don't want to play with the character, well, now you've got one of the better links in the entire game, 12% recharge and also 20% strong attack damage, assuming you can stay at full stamina, which to be fair is a lot of characters. If we actually look at the main character that you can use it on, of course, one of the better characters is 8th Anniversary White, and he can easily stay at full stamina. Very happy to see they're already giving characters 9 skills, because again, they need it, right? Was generally not expecting that. Very happy to see that. And that gives me hope for the next set of characters, Nemo, and of course also the next batch of resurrectable characters. Because keep in mind, while we just got round 5 resurrected last month, round 6 now, and then next month potentially round 7 with Ichibei, they did release months apart. Ichibei releasing at the end of the year, 5 months after round 5. And skills got a lot better within those 5 months, so it's understandable why they are giving these characters more skills. Very happy with that. Next up, we have Nemo, my favorite of the banner. Hopefully she gets good treatment because she was really good on release again. She was essentially the first character ever, or in a very long time, with a good strong attack kit to have Frenzy +1, Havoc +20%, and also Berserker +20%. Now, with the fact that we just got the SP boost on Tosha, I'm going into this resurrection pretty confident. So when it comes to the soul trait, we're either going to get strong attack damage, full stamina damage, or we're going to get the similar soul trait to Mugetsu and also Tosha, 20% more damage when you are at full stamina. Hopefully not last ditch. They definitely could do that because she does have the revive. But I think Power could go for some more recharge and SADs or recharge and full stam links. And that would overall again increase her Berserker value. Since we know she's going to pick up 2 more skills, I generally don't know what she's going to pick up. It would be nice to finally see Guard Break, I will say. But I do hope here she gets a similar treatment to Toshiro and gets 50% more damage to enemies not affected by an ailment. That would also be really good for her overall damage increase. We saw Kisuke get it a few months ago, but Nemo has a way better kit and would actually be a lot more usable. So let's check it out, right? I'm really excited for this one. All right, what we getting? So last ditch soul trait as an innate skill. So she did actually, wow, what are these soul traits? Hold on. So we were somewhat correct with the fact that she was going to get some type of last ditch, but she got damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment, 60% as a soul trait? Caleb having fun with these resurrections. You cannot be mad at that. Can we also get 50% damage inflicted at low stamina? 40? Okay, and freeze duration. Was that new? No, she already had the freeze duration. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. I'll be honest, not what I was expecting, but I'm down for it. This isn't bad. So the last ditch is nice, I will say, and that works quite well with the fact they did just give a 40% damage inflicted at low stamina. Of course, alongside that, you also now do 16% more damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment. I think this is actually better, instead of just giving another 50% more damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment. They could have done that. Instead, this case, it's technically a tad bit higher. Let's just round it up and say 56% more damage when you are at low stamina. But this is, I would like to think, is an insane soul trait, right? More damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment. It's in the power attribute, so realistically, I'm not going to lie, I don't know who you would give this to. Maybe Chad's? It is kind of like a hybrid link, so I wouldn't mind more of those links, but it's nothing super crazy. You know, you're not going to put this on 2000 Year Blood War Yamamoto. You're not going to put it onto the new 8th anniversary Ichigo. But it is interesting to still see them do these different type of links for resurrectable characters. So I'm perfectly down for it. And actually, look at this. She did get an extra 10% Berserker. So she has 30% Berserker, 40% more damage at low stamina, and also 60% more damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment. At this point, she technically just got a 60% damage increase while getting some extra utility with the last ditch. Another good resurrection. Going over these the last month, I will say, have been really fun. So, this is great. This is great. This is what we wanted when it came to resurrections. Actual good upgrades. And last but not least, we have Mayuri, who definitely could go for a good upgrade here. So again, when it comes to the soul trait, he is a strong attack recharge time soul trait. He might get strong attack damage. He might get strong attack damage plus 20% at full stamina. Maybe some full stamina damage. Maybe something else. Maybe a gimmick soul trait. I'm not entirely too sure. When it comes to the skills, once more does have 8 skills here. So he's going to pick up 2 new skills. 1 new skill, 1 new innate skill. One of them is definitely going to be Havoc plus 20%. That's a given here. That was one of the big things about his character when he first initially released, is that he didn't have Havoc. And his SA3 is a worse than usual SA3, being a 900 AoE around him. So it was kind of unfortunate to see someone like Nemo in the same banner get really good strong attacks with the 20% Havoc. And then this character, the one that needed it, didn't actually get it. Well, it looks like potentially 4 years later, he's about to get it. But what else is he going to get? Maybe the SP boost, maybe increased chance to inflict stat elements, maybe something else. Let's find out though. So when it comes to the sword trait, he picked up damage inflicted at full stamina plus 60%. Very simple, keeping it nice and clean. You'll love to see it. He also did get the extra 20% Havoc. And for his new skill, he got damage to paralyzed enemies plus 30%. Funny enough, probably the weakest of the bunch. It's still a good upgrade though, I'm not gonna lie. But probably the weakest resurrection of the bunch. Did he get anything else? Doesn't look like it. The reason why I say weakest is because I would have preferred a damage increase here. You know, we saw with Tosha, right? He got the 50% SP boost. In this case, you know, he does 30% more damage to paralyzed enemies, but no increased chance to inflict stat elements. It's going to be very hit or miss for the most part. But it is higher than usual, being 30% instead of the usual 20%. So I do kind of like that. I mean, either way, though, to be fair, the biggest thing about a character is the extra 20% more range on the strong attacks. That really does help him. And he's also, once more, another good link. So yeah, I guess that's the 3 new resurrectable characters. Wow, this has been one of the more fun times when having a look at resurrections. Caleb finally stepping them up. And these, for the most part, all 3 of them are good upgrades. Some better than others. It's nice to see them experiment a tad bit, go with different routes when it comes to sword traits. And of course also upgrades itself. You know, Nemo getting 40% damage at low stamina. We very rarely ever see low stamina damage builds, but I'm kind of liking it right now. Definitely will be experimenting with that at the very least. Mayuri, I feel like could have been maybe a bit different, but I'm still down for it. And Tosha, first time we're seeing the SP boost on a character that is now resurrected. So pretty interesting upgrades. All 3 of them kind of got different ones. I don't want to say it's boring, but at least they didn't just do 20% Berserker, 20% Havoc like they usually do, right? Those are good upgrades, but simple ones at that, right? Instead, they did it a bit different this time around, and again, made all 3 of them, maybe not Nemo, I'm not entirely too sure, really good links. The Nemo one's a bit different, but I don't mind different sword traits. We have plenty of Sadden Recharge, Sadden Full Stamina, Recharge and Full Stamina links in the power attribute, in all attributes to be fair, so I don't mind them experimenting a tad bit with them type of sword traits. But with that, lads, that was the video for today, checking out the 3 new resurrectable characters. Another W batch, no complaints from me. And again, next month is also going to be Uetsu, Ichibe, and Orohime's resurrection. Excited to see what they're going to do with them. And now that we have seen that characters can get 9 skills and an innate skill, it means these characters have 2 skills to pick up and potentially become really good in the places they want to be used in. But maybe they're going to get a 10th skill, who knows? These characters, after all, did release around 3 months after Mayuri, Nemo, and also Toshiro. But either way, let me know what you guys think about these resurrections in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.